Yes. England versus Scotland. Mac and BG. What's happening?
I'm good, man. How are you today, man?
Oh man, honestly, we tried to be so clever. We tried to be so clever with our tech. We're about to go old school and just stick with what we know. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah, we
But
tried
yes,
to do it like 1 minute before kickoff. It's all my fault, but we're here, man. That's all that matters.
that's all that matters. It's not about whose fault it is. It's not about whose fault it is. None of that. It's about making sure things happen. But here we are. What are your score predictions? Put it in the comments now. What are your score predictions? Brexit Derby says Erhan. What's good? And someone's watching via the Mad Sports Network Facebook page, so I'm not quite sure who it is, so you need to allow your settings to put that, but they have said greetings from Salzburg. Mad Sports Network, the one and only. Big up yourself there, much love happening all over the globe. Big up.
So what are you going with?
I'm going 3-0 England, man.
I think it's going to be I fancy Scotland to score, so I'm
going
to go. Yeah, I think Tierney or Robertson's just going to score for Bants.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't mind if McTominay bagged, because even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I kind of dig McTominay. I like him, but he can score against Croatia. I don't want him to score today. Don't really fancy that. But yeah, just about to kick off, of course. So here we are. What's going to happen with? Obviously, I've got no sound on, so don't know if they're going to boo. Hopefully, they don't. Fingers crossed they don't. It's not about that life. They're all standing there on the pitch side. What are they going to do? Oh, I want to put sound on. I can't put sound on. I'm not allowed to put the sound on. Everyone went on their knee apart from Che Adams. Che Adams tries to get a bit of an advantage there because he's about to take centre. But everyone clapped, and Che Adams about to get the game off and running. Here we go. Boom, into the game. 0-0, of course. We've only just kicked off.
Gone long ball already.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, ain't you? You know, press them high early doors. Throw in early doors to England in the left back position. So yeah, anyone who's watching, make sure you subscribe to all the channels that are available that you to watch this on. Away Day Show, MAD Sports Network. Follow us on Twitter handles as well, at Away Day Show, at GavMac23, at MAD Sports Net.
Is that man down already? Sure.
Big Short injured? Poof, never heard that one before. That is a fresh one. What we're saying about the drip in Gareth Southgate? We're feeling his attire.
He looks better. He looks better than usual. You know what? I think he hides behind his clothes, man. Because I don't think he knows what he's doing.
You're savage, man.
No, like, I don't know. Like the lineup is strong. No matter what team, pretty much, no matter what team England put out, it's going to be strong. But I hope Sterling proves me wrong. But I just didn't think this was a type of game for Sterling. I thought Grealish would come in because he's slightly better at opening up the defenses. You know, when they got the whole team behind the ball. I don't think there's going to be much room for Sterling to get in behind, but I hope he proves me wrong, to be fair, because I do like a bit of Sterling.
Well, it's funny you say that, just as he was dispossessed. And the ball has made its way all the way back to Pickford now, so no danger there. Harry Maguire is back in the squad. Did you expect him to start today?
I don't know. Like, it would have been silly if he started in it, I think. Yeah, it would have just been it would have been harsh on Mings as well, because it would have been him that dropped out, wouldn't he? So it would have been harsh, because I don't think he really put a foot wrong in the last match. I know he had been a bit shaky in the previous matches, but if England do win this game, then obviously players that haven't had any minutes can get minutes in the last group game, can't they?
Yeah, but I don't necessarily agree with that. And I was talking to one of my pals earlier on today, who's Italian, and we were saying the same sort of thing. Now, Italy haven't conceded a goal since they scored 30. Like, they scored 30 on the spin without conceding. And then going into the Wales game and the last game of the group stage, what do? Do you play some of the fringe players? Do you put a full team out? I don't like the idea of changing it too much, keeping that, because there's only a maximum of 7 games if you make it through to the final.
I mean, you'd bring in, when I mean changes, I mean, I would probably like just the 3 changes I would probably make would be bringing in Grealish, Henderson, and Maguire. Yeah, it would just literally be those 3. I don't see the point in making any more changes. He's already made changes as it is to the fullback position, so I think those fullbacks would change depending on who England are playing. So it will be interesting. Yeah, I'm like you. I like to just see a team just be consistent and keep playing with the same players unless there's injuries.
Whoa! That's a good effort there from Jay Adams.
Unless there's injuries,
drilled in by O'Donnell there. O'Donnell had a shocker against Czech Republic. Kept on tackling his own players, dribbling them out of play. It was awful, but it's he's onside. That's a great ball. It's a good block there from who's that? That is from John Stones. We've got a comment here from XA Marks. He said, if Robertson has a masterclass, we're going to have a conversation. Conversation about what? Because he's world class. I think he's a world class left back anyway. So if he's able to turn it on for his national side, let's be real, aren't the strongest.
Yeah.
Then that's more props to him for performing for the national side, but for his club, he's been performing week in, week out since he's been at Queen's Park. So let's be real. That his movements that he was doing at Hull got him the move to Liverpool.
Yeah.
And from Liverpool, he's just gone on and moved on leaps and bounds. So I don't think there has to be too much of a conversation about Andrew Robertson at all.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, to be fair.
So it looks like, is that a free kick? Yeah, Lahore, the referee, I'm a big fan of him. He's a Spanish referee. He did the Champions League final. That's a foul there by Billy Gilmore on Mason Mount. Imagine that. And it's a free kick just inside the Scottish half, but they passed it back. They're knocking it around now, just getting used to having a bit of possession because the ball is going to be fizzing around all over the place. There's been a lot of rain in London today.
What's that? Is that food?
No. It's one of my pals. Yeah, I went for a freezer dinner today. Oh. You know them ones where you just can't be bothered to cook. You just literally love it in the freezer. Gas mark 7 or whatever on 200.
Just put it on
20 minutes.
Man. Cook it in no time, innit?
No, because then you want it to. I don't mind waiting and making it go for 20 minutes, and then that's fine. I can live with that. See, this is what I was saying the other day on the preview show. All right, Harry Kane. He's just been fouled by John McGinn. That's fine. But he's on the halfway line and so many white shirts ahead of him. Now, I wouldn't be disappointed if we saw Harry Kane playing in a deeper role and having Calvert-Lewin through the middle.
Yeah. But then it just means you have to leave out one of the midfielders.
And well, you don't have to play 2 defensive ones.
Yeah, it depends on who you're playing. But I think we saw in the last game that Phillips can be box to box, so maybe that's what they've got for Phillips to be a box to box midfielder. Because obviously at Leeds he doesn't really get that opportunity because of the way Bielsa plays, but it looks like he's got that ability to be box to box. To be fair,
talk of him going to Juve. Earlier on today.
Even this annoys me. Why is there 2 people standing over a free kick?
2 people that you want in a more attacking sense as well, both Foden and Mount standing over that. It didn't really need to be there.
I mean, like a dummy from there, it's just pointless, isn't it? So
yeah,
just pack out the box, man.
So here's Che Adams. He just fed it back to John McGinn. He's out on the left wing. He's looking. Oh, I do like John McGinn. He's won himself a free kick there as well. Just ran into a wall, frankly, and that wall being Kante Phillips. And he's won a free kick.
Yeah, Phillips is he's not always discreet, but he is good at making those little fouls. I mean, that one he didn't need to do because there was a player covering there. But in the last game, I don't think he got booked, and he made so many little fouls.
Oh, so many.
Yeah,
Got away with it.
He's got away with it, man.
So Scotland have got an opportunity to lob a few bodies into the box here. Dykes is a big boy. All the back three are big boys as well. So yeah, be very interested to see what's going on. Uncle Laurie said, "What's good?" Hard tight Gavin Gunner. Don't even know the lineups with the family mayhem in the house. Hey, don't worry about that. We'll run through the lineups for a sec. I normally have. I'll tell you what. Yeah. I can. It's not going to be very pretty, but I can run it. I can run it by you. I can run it by you and stick it on the screen, I believe. So here are the lineups. If anyone wants to have a quick butchers and not have to look at our handsome faces for a couple of seconds, loading. And this is right. Just so everybody knows, this is what we were going to use. This is what we're going to use for OBS, and it didn't work. There was lots of echo and all that crap. So England, Pickford in goal. Reece James and Luke Shaw coming in for Trippier and Walker, and then you've got Stones and Mings as the two of the back four. Phillips and Rice, Mount, Foden, Sterling, Kane, very similar to the last time out. Scotland, the formation is slightly different to the way I've sort of like worked it out. Che Adams has started ahead today, as well as Billy Gilmore, so that's actually wrong. So don't look at that. Let's not look at that. So I'll run through the Scotland lineup. It'll have to all be done over voice. So you have to deal with it that way. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Right. So Scotland, they're gone with the back three. David Marshall retains his place between the sticks. Scott McTominay is actually sitting in the centre of a back three with Grant Hanley. And on the left-hand side, you've got Kieran Tierney. The wing-backs are Stephen O'Donnell. Once again, I don't understand how he kept his place because he was awful against Czech Republic. Andy Robertson on the left-hand side. Midfield three of Billy Gilmore, John McGinn and Callum McGregor. And then Che Adams and Lyndon Dykes up top. So we've got 10 minutes into the game and it's still 0-0.
They're in a forward position now.
Foden.
Drive.
Edge it. Put it on the edge.
He's edged it.
Mount. Oh, I wouldn't mind a Golazzo from Mount. I've got a little bet on. I'll tell you about my little bet. There's a free bet from Bet365. Other betting companies are available, just to let everybody know. So it was they're doing free bets for each England game. Okay. Can't cash out. Not that I want to cash out yet, but I've gone with a Mason Mount to score anytime, John McGinn to be booked, over 9 corners in the match, so at least 10, and then the match result to be England, 5 returns, £125. Sent to Shab. Is it the post?
Oh, is it a post? Massive leap there. Massive.
Oh, corner's whipped in there, and it's John Stones who's got his head on it, and he's hit the post.
Massive leap.
Ooh.
That's a ridiculous leap there by Stones. Unlucky, son. Let's see if he should have scored though.
Oh, that's a great cross. He's unmarked. He's completely unmarked.
It's a mad leap, but he's gone up a bit too early, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's done the right thing though, trying to angle the header, because a lot of players would just go up and head it. The keeper catches that, danger averted, off we go. But nah, that's. I think that I'd rather say that's unlucky because he's a centre half. You know, if he's a striker, then I'll be like,
they should be better heading, surely.
Yeah, heading away from danger. So Scotland are back in possession now. The ball was knocked out of play. Someone was down, but they're back up because that's what happens. Oh, Sterling's won the ball back off McTominay. Tries to cut inside. Oh, that was Mason Mount as well.
Boy, what have you done, son?
He's drilled it at him. I don't think there's much he could have done about that either.
No, it's world class, man.
Is it? No, you need to let that run onto his right peg.
He has.
He has.
He just Hasn't opened. I mean, like I said, it was a bit close, but he hasn't opened up his body there.
Yeah. It's come off his heel in the end, hasn't it?
England should be 2-0 up within the first 12 minutes.
How does Scotland try and win this game, BG?
It's long ball. I say go long ball. Get Che Adams in there, in and around him. To be fair to them, they've got Tierney, got Robinson, always got loads of space there. So they've got players that can actually cause trouble. Got Gilmore and McGinn, so they could control midfield or attempt to control midfield, but it's just gonna be hard, isn't it? Like I think the best thing to do is just try to overload that left side, because if you're playing three at the back, it means Tierney and Robertson and possibly Tierney could both go. I think that would be the best thing to try and do. Is Foden really gonna really track back that much? I'm not too sure. So I would just do that and then just try get Che Adams to bully the centre backs.
John McGinn is doing everything he can to get an early booking for me. I'll rate it. He and Phillips, I think that's going to be a battle. It's going to be a big battle between those two. What's he done here? Because it looked like it was actually going to be an England free kick, but the referee allowed advantage to play on in England's favour. And then a little bit of afters from Calvin Phillips, and it's now resulted in a Scotland free kick, which is just inside their own half. I thought they were going to try and pump a long one, but they decided to play it backwards to Grant Hanley. And it's going all the way back to David Marshall. I don't see enough white shirts in the middle of the park at the moment. I'm a bit surprised by that, considering who's there. Dykes is trying to get one out of Mings. Mings is having none of it. Which way is he giving that? I'm sure that should... It's a yellow card. Who for? For John McGinn.
John McGinn. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good start for Gav Mack. It's a good start for Gav Mack. It's coming home, boys. Yeah, that should be a free. Yeah, there's a free 6 of one, half a dozen of another there. Just let it go. But I think John McGinn has had a bit of lip. He's got himself booked. Exactly what I needed. So Gav Mack's bet is looking kind of shiny early doors. We like it. Still 0-0, 15 minutes in. Here comes Scotland on the attack. A rare attack, if you want to call it that, in this opening section. It's ball whipped in. I think that was Tierney there. He's getting himself up the pitch. Oh, no, it's Robbo.
What is this glitching business? Is yours glitching as well? Like black?
Yeah, it's also glitching in the living room as well. So it's the UEFA feed, not ours. Luckily, we're not streaming this onto the screen, so we don't get moaned at. Oh, your camera shit. That sort of stuff. Right, here come Angleterre. No. It's been won back by the Scots. Dykes has leapt up for that. No real end product on that. It's gone out for a goal kick.
The odds are not going to be high for McGinn to get sent off now, are they?
Are you looking on odds?
Yeah. I'll be surprised if he makes it through this game. Well, close up of his little outfits, not too bad actually.
That's why I asked you about his trip earlier on.
I know, but earlier it looked worse than now. I've just seen it again.
Do you know what? Gareth Southgate has warmed to me a lot recently. As a person, I think I love him. I still don't think he's quite right for the England management job. That's a great long ball over there. Foden! Nice. Oh, it's just gone wide.
Foldy. Oh, it's offside.
Oh, it's offside anyway. Danger overhead. It's just offside there. It's a good ball though over the top, right in between. I literally has had moments of Gaza. That ball over the top, I was just going to flick it, ping it. England relatively high line. They've all started dipping back now. Che Adams doesn't really want to be out there on the left wing. He's asking for the ball back after just feeding it, but he needs to get himself back more central. Now, England are pushing them out all the way back. It's back with Grant Hanley halfway through the Scotland half. McTominay. McTominay's actually playing on the right-hand side of this back three. That surprised me a little bit, if I'm honest.
I mean, he's done it a few times though, hasn't he? So,
excuse me. Yeah, normally he sort of like plays a bit central. So if he does want to drive the ball out of the back, he does, and he can. Look, that's Harry Kane on the halfway line, pinging a long diag. That's not where Harry Kane needs to be. So for me, I would probably want to sacrifice playing Mount in behind Kane and having more in the midfield three, so you can actually spread that a little bit. Here's Shaw. He's got Mount on the left-hand side of him. He's tried to cut it back, and McTominay's cut it out. It's an England corner. They're second of the game, I believe. Third of the game. We need 10. I'll tell you what I wouldn't mind. Mason Mount to whip the straight in, back skip.
hopeful thinking that.
John Stones is coming back up for it again. Are you surprised? Here comes Tyrone Mings as well. Mount with the armour, running it, whips it in. Who's there? Nobody in white anyway. It's headed clear by Scotland, and there's an opportunity for a counter attack here. That's not a foul. I don't think that's a foul. Don't think he's going to give that. They're not. I think he got a little bit excited unnecessarily there. Didn't really need to go for it. He could have looked up. I saw Dykes on one side as well. See, that's where Foden is okay to be. But that's where Kane's been knocking around quite a bit. Luke Shaw finds Mount, whips it centrally to Foden. I think Foden was trying to look for almost like an extravagant 1-2. Didn't really work out that way. Sterling, we're not really seeing much or heard much of him in this first half. Is he giving a handball there? He has.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about for Sterling, to be honest.
Che Adams is doing exactly the same as what Kane's doing almost. He's coming deep to win the ball. He's finding himself out wide. He's not really able to, be involved in the game as much in the final third. And that's when you've got someone like him, very much a target man. Che Adams, of course, that is. You don't really need him there. You don't want him there at all. Mount's right on Gilmore's toes there, tried to win it back. Gilmore found a way to knock it back. That's going to be a free kick to Scotland. John Stones clattering into Dykes there on the left-hand side. Once again, another decent opportunity to whip this in.
Dykes looks like a monster, really.
Yeah, it's Aussie, isn't he? He is, yeah. Also, I think his nan or something is Scottish. That's how he qualified. I'd rather go play for Australia, go win the Asian Cup every year.
It's so hard on that one, isn't it? Scotland or you'd be playing against better people if you're playing for. Don't know, actually.
Nah, he's made the wrong decision. There's lots of white shirts back in the box there. I think it's been averted. Big hit from Tierney on his right peg for about 40 yards out, and it's just whistled over the bar for an England goal kick. Chest and hit. That's awful. Awful attempt. All right, what we got here then? Scotland trying to press high at the pitch, looking for Mings to make a mistake. I thought he did, but he's done well there to find Mount. And Mount's just driving forwards. Billy Gilmore on him like an absolute like fly on shit. There's Pickford winning the ball outside his box, trying to find his inner Neuer. That's what he's trying to do.
So So yeah, 22 minutes gone, and England should be 3-0 up, I think, or not 3-0
Yeah,
up, but they've had
at least 2.
chances. Yeah, because you never know what happens after you score the first one. You may not have the second chance or the third chance.
Yeah,
So
believer in that.
yeah, they should have at least scored 1 goal so far, but Scotland are hanging in there and just proving that they can do something on the counter attack. So watch this space. I think England need a goal soon. I think if England get a goal, it may just kill the confidence Scotland have. But obviously, the longer it goes on, the old cliche, the more confidence Scotland are going to build. So yeah, let's just. I don't know. I think what would you say England's weakness is?
I would argue goalkeeper at weakness,
Yeah.
but then I think the second half of the season, I think Pickford's had a really good time. So
Yeah.
I think he warrants being the starting goalkeeper for England, and then maybe centre half, because I still think that Tyrone Mings is the weak link in the whole of the squad.
Yeah.
But he had a good game against Czech Republic, against Croatia at the weekend. So
Yeah.
once again, warrants his start. I don't think I would have made any changes to the starting 11, considering how well they did at the weekend.
To be fair, the only changes I would have made to the starting 11 were the ones that he made. I was saying that against this team, you don't need to. There's not much of a threat from this team, and I think the way to sort of nullify their threat, which is Tierney and Robinson, is to play someone that's going to push them back, and James is going to push them back. As good as Walker is, he just doesn't attack like he used to anymore.
Yeah.
He's turned more into a defensive right back. So I think that would have given Scotland a bit more confidence attacking if Walker was actually playing. I know he's hard to beat in terms of the pace, but James at the moment is probably, I would say, the most all-round right back England have.
Yes.
Obviously, they've got Trippier, who's very good. They've got Trent, but Trent can defend, but he's not as good as any of the others at defending. But then what he can't do defending, he's much better than the rest attacking.
Way better than anyone going forwards.
So, yeah, it's kind of like in this game, if Trent was fit, I probably would have played Trent, because I just don't think you would have needed a defensive right back or one that can really defend.
Oh, is that going to be a free kick? Yes, a free kick. Oh, did that go in the end, though? Because he hit that nicely. Yeah, Che Adams, out of spite, just licked it for about 30 yards out. And, put one on him. Kieran Tierney trying to put the hard work in now, because Arsenal got Man City in the first 3 games. So just get Foden out of the game right now. Good decision there. It's very lackluster now. After that exciting start, I think it's very at the moment. It needs a little bit more drive, a little bit more get up and go. I mean, I would like to see Jude Bellingham, maybe, like, if it stays like this, see like Jude Bellingham come on for either Phillips or Rice.
Yeah.
That's a good delivery. No one's there. Straight into Pickford's arms. Not seen Luke Shaw bomb down this left wing yet. He's clipped one nicely, though. I thought he was going to let that go. I was going to say, I think that might have been a corner. If that
one would have been a corner, yeah. It's all just a bit, like you're saying, a bit blur, isn't it? At the moment.
Every time I do a frigging England watch along now. Every single time. Scotland are enjoying the little bits of possession that they do have, though.
Yeah.
And this is only going to help them confidence-wise. Dykes, he's deep. He is very deep. He needs to get in the middle. Oh, it's a lovely ball from Tierney, trying to find Robertson. It sort of like gave up on it. And was able to be shepherded out of play by Reece James, and it's a goal kick for Angleterre. Nice to see a goal kick go long.
Yeah, it doesn't
I do
happen
like that.
much. Yeah, it doesn't happen much.
Everyone just plays it out the back because they have to.
That really bugs me.
Declan Rice. Sterling, once again, as I said, we've not mentioned his name often enough. He's not done anything in this game. I mean, like, that's another change. Wouldn't mind seeing Grealish on for him. That's a great ball. Harry Kane!
Oh, 50 pence head.
It's nice to see him, the furthest man forward. Was he onside? Oof. Yeah, I think he might have just been onside. Just by a squeeze.
If that was the Premier League, that would have been offside, man.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Really impressed with the standard of refereeing in this.
Yeah, that's a good save.
Really impressed. David Marshall, he's going to take a big one as well.
Apart from the last game.
Oh, but look, we're talking about one decision in one game out of all the games that we've seen.
I think there's been a few, but what I would say is how efficient they are with making a VAR decision. Like, it's in the Premiership. I think they're trying. I don't know if they're trying to create drama. I don't know what it is, but everything that seems to take these refs 2 seconds to come to a decision, and let's face it, they haven't got any wrong.
No,
but
it's a great delivery. O'Donnell, what a save!
Great save!
What a save from O'Donnell! From O'Donnell's shot, Pickford got his right arm to it. That was going to the bottom corner.
Great save!
And O'Donnell had been cutting out as well. He's kept his eye on that the whole way.
Skidded off the floor.
Yeah, he sort of like dug it into the ground too early, you could argue.
He hasn't got full sight either there.
That's a strong right arm, that. That's really impressive from Jordan Pickford there. Yeah, 100%. Big save. Big save there. And Darren, yeah, what's good? What's up? Welcome to Sure. Yeah, that could have been a bit hairy. It would have been very interesting to see how England would have reacted if they went a goal down. Still 15 minutes left in the first half, so enough time to adjust. And then you've got the half time as well. Mings, it's almost like he was asking someone to go long. England are a decent footballing side. They don't need to be playing all these long balls. But then once again, just these little tippy-tappy passes going sideways and backwards. It's not impressive. I'm not blown away by this at all. Kane, look how deep he is again.
But also on that chance just a minute ago, it shows what Tierney can do, man.
Yes.
He could get past him, and we were just praising how good James is, and Tierney just goes past him like nothing, and he does that to quite a few people. So
Tierney's brilliant. That's the thing. He just can't stay fit, bless him. Nice little clip ball over from Luke Shaw. Tried to find Phil Foden, who's taken a touch, wasn't very great, and it's gone out for a goal kick.
I was just gonna call him Barry McGuigan there, but it's obviously
studs down John McGinn's Achilles there, not very pretty. Yeah, it's like he's not hit that very cleanly. And then the follow-up header from Che Adams just goes out for a goal kick. It was a good effort, that.
If we're going to be critical, he's just put that back into the danger zone, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, not seen the Calvin Phillips from Sunday so far either.
I don't think it's needed in this game, in terms of they don't have the world-class midfielders or the very good midfielders that Croatia have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't like the idea of having two holding midfielders. That's what I mean about bringing Bellingham on
Yeah.
You know, Bellingham can do all of that central work defensively, in the middle, in behind. He's got a foot on him as well. So yeah, get him on. That's what I'd say. But then I was going to say what to do to Mason Mount, but then you just communicate, don't you?
Yeah.
One go, one stay. Sterling. He's got a Mount to his left. He's looking to cross it in. He's almost slipped as he tries to cross that. It's cleared away easily by Scotland. But they've got hardly anyone up there. And it's easy to be swept up by England. And they can put some more pressure on here with James and Foden, and Calvin Phillips, Rice. It's all very slow. It's all very slow. It's easy for Scotland to reset. It's a good ball over the top there. It's a poor touch from Raheem Sterling. He's made the run. He knows to expect it. He's got to do better, even if he just brings it under control and goes out wide or something. But yeah, not impressed with that. Not impressed. It's England is so obvious at the moment. And the fact that Scotland are playing, they're not even playing with a back three. It is a back five, isn't it? They're just it's bank of five, bank of three. Oh, that's nice from Adams. Didn't really need that though. Here come England now. That's a bit quicker. Ball over from Foden. Just got lost. Kane just lost sight of that. Didn't know which shoulder it was coming over. Here comes Foden again though. Lovely. Look at the toes on him, man. Is that a free kick? No free kick. No free kick.
Yeah. Maybe from the Champions League final, we know this guy just likes to let it play, doesn't he?
Well, I like that. Just like there's times to let the game play, and there's times to make it niggly, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
And I think in the first couple of minutes, for me, blow for a lot more things and like just nip it in the bud. And then let them play, and then anything if the game starts to heighten up too much, then just like start killing the game a little bit. Just hit the whistle a couple of times, just bring it back down to earth before letting them play again. I think that's the best way of doing it, and I feel like most of the referees in this tournament have done it that way, and I think it's pretty damn impressive.
I mean, to be fair to anyone that referees, it's a crazy thing to do. I mean,
it's a thankless task.
I don't even know if I would. Like, I've done like kids games and stuff, but adults is just different on Sunday League, and I just don't know. If someone shouted at me, I was just like, all right, cool, your team's losing today, mate.
There's knowing when to have a bit of banter and knowing when to just keep your mouth shut and like give card if necessary. There's knowing when to bite your tongue. It actually makes you it made me better in the workplace. If I'm honest, I was able to take things out of work and take them into refereeing and vice versa. Just knowing when to not bite, when to be a bit more emotive. I do miss it sometimes. I don't miss it when the weather's when it's like middle of Jan, and you've got to go like 100 miles. Like I live in Northampton. I've got to go up to like near Skegness on a Tuesday night. On the coast, referee a game there, come back, get home at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, then be at work for 8. That side of it I don't miss.
Yeah.
John McGinn finds Che Adams. Can he give it to John McGinn again? No, he can't. It's a big one over to O'Connell. It's gone out for a throw in. I think Scotland are just getting a little bit nervous when they're in the final third. It's like any opportunity. It's like, right, okay, let's put my foot through it quickly. Or, what do I do here? I'm just going to need to pass it back. Or, no one wants to take responsibility for it. Sure. Tries to clip one. It's miscontrolled by Sterling again. Now, Sterling had a very indifferent first half against Croatia as well. IMO. But then was able to come up with the winning goal. So that sort of warranted his starting place and his opportunity to start in this game as well. But his second half of the season for City, I've just not been impressed by him at all. We're not seeing the the Sterling that we know.
Yeah. I think it's been off the ball for quite a while, to be fair. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
What we've got here, is this a corner? Because I need corners.
Yeah.
It's a corner. Here comes big Grant Hanley. Here comes McTominay. He's got to put this straight into the mixer. So many bodies in the 6-yard box. That 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 if you include Jordan Pickford. All inside the 6-yard box. There's nowhere anywhere else. It's good delivery.
He's got a hand to it. Well done.
He has. Been impressed by Pickford. Asked a lot there from Sterling, I think.
Not against KT either, man.
No. Oh, bloody hell. Didn't fancy that, Marshall, did he? Was under no pressure. Got tackled by freaking grass. See, there's a lot of space here now for shorter running. Is he going to take advantage of it? Yes. This is what I want to see. I want to see him open his legs up, stay wide. Sterling needs to give it back to him. It's too late now. He's gone backwards. Rice. Phillips. Rice. Shaw's got it back on the left touchline now again, which is okay. But look, everybody's back. All the blue shirts are back. And now look, there's 5 blue shirts in the way of Foden and the next player.
It's just way too slow, man.
Disappointed. Just got a message from my pal Phil over in Dubai. Said, get Sterling off. Yes, I agree. It's just not the same anymore. That's gone for a throw-in. It's lazy. He could have kept that in play and kept the ball moving, but instead he tries to keep it in after the ball's already gone out. I don't get it. I'd argue put Trippier back there, you know, back where Luke Shaw is. Yeah, it does. We've said it a couple of times already, but we don't need two players protecting the back four today. Definitely not. Billy Gilmore's able to win the ball in acres of space, and that's where I was saying, like, if you've got like a midfield three, like a proper midfield three, the more attacking one of those would have been on Gilmore and put him under a bit of pressure. Then you could get away with having Kane come in sitting a little bit deeper because you've got forward runners on either wing. Foden isn't going to do that job. I wouldn't mind seeing Foden in the middle, to be honest, trying to dictate play a little bit more there. And then you can maybe put Sancho wide right.
I think Kane's going to have the least touches in this first half again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not working for him. I'd like to know what he's saying out there. Being the captain, what's he saying? What's he trying to do to G them up? What's he influencing? What's Southgate saying on the touchline? What's he requesting from these boys? Because I know what will happen after the game. If it sounds like this, is oh yeah, we defended well, rah. What defended what? There's nothing to defend. What's that? Rice, he's done well there, Rice, to win that off Dykes. He's offered himself again, but there's not really many options in front of him. He's had to spread it wide there to James. He's got a great delivery on him, James. See, that's the run, but he stopped. No one's making runs. I'll tell you what this is like.
Everybody else thinks, because obviously I've got this on, but I've also got our Twitter feed and stuff going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying that England have had a bad half, they should have scored 3 or 4 goals. So I don't know if that's a bad half. Is it? If you're saying it's a bad half because they haven't scored, then yes, I agree. And it has gone a bit stale, but I wouldn't say England have played badly, to be honest. We've seen them play a lot worse. But I just don't think the setup is quite right. I don't, like you're saying, I'm not sure there's a need for having two defensive midfielders or two players that are defensive minded to play against Scotland.
Yeah.
So I would, yeah, like you're saying, get Jude on who can run from midfield, who is box to box, and just add something different because it's just too easy at the moment for
Yeah.
Scotland. They're not having to think about anything. So I would personally, yeah, get Jude on at some point.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I was on the dugout the other day. What day is it today? Friday. Yesterday. I said, like, what's the prediction? And I did say England will win the most boring game ever, and Delphra is pulled me up on it, and it is true. This is England have so many talented players, absolute weapons, playing for some of the biggest clubs in the Premier League, and we are seeing the same old shit. Frankly, there's no other way to put it. I want to be nice, but it's poor. It's poor. It's really lackluster. Everyone's standing on their heels. No one's making any forward runs. No one's looking for a little give and go. You know, there's a couple of 1-2s in the middle, but that's just between Rice and Phillips. It's not impressive at all. But Robertson has a corner. We've got half a minute to go until half time. I can't imagine there being much time to add on. That delivery is way too deep. This find it hard, mate. Find it hard. Yeah, I can't see him putting any time onto this. Scotland will be well happy with this.
Yeah,
they'll be super happy with this, and I think if this stays 0-0, this will be the sort of confidence that they'll need to go into the Croatia game.
Yeah,
because Croatia have not offered anything really, and once again, another team, great players, offer nothing. Yeah, look, 5-6 seconds, bam, done.
I mean, they'll be both on the same point, so it will be a proper match, won't it?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be a showdown, winner takes all, pretty much. So it is 0-0 at half time.
Yeah, not much to talk about, to be honest. Apart from the three chances they could have scored.
So our boy Mukesh is round here. He's got his Scotland shirt on. No F's given.
Want juice?
Does not care. What's that? Yes. So yeah, really not impressed with that first half. But it is what it is.
Everyone's picked them up too.
All right. Quick toilet break from me, so I will be back in.
Yeah, no worries. Well, I'm about to set up a back shortly sign actually. So yeah, fill your boots, and we'll be back for the second half. There's no music, unfortunately. I haven't got any background music or anything like that. That's something that will change for the future.
When we figure out our stuff.
Is it going to load up? Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, come join us back for the second half of England versus Scotland.
This is not okay.
Right then. Whoa! Welcome back. Welcome back.
Right.
Just coming up to the second half. Thanks everybody for bearing with. I know you were just leaving it on while you got some refreshments. Maybe you got yourself another beverage. Or had a quick fag, went to the loo, all those sort of things. But we are heading back for the second half of England versus Scotland in Euro 2020 or 2021, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, no, I was just listening to Graham Souness, said apparently Gilmore was running that game and Scotland had the better chances.
It's uncanny how strong it is.
That's his Scottish head. I mean, like, props to Graham Souness. Like, he looks relatively handsome today. He's done his hair. He's wearing a really nice suit, all that sort of stuff. So maybe that's just got to his head a little bit. But I wouldn't go as far as that.
I don't know what he's watching.
Wouldn't go as far as that. Here's some Twitter handles going on the bottom of the screen. MAD Sportsnet, at Gavmat23, at Devo LDN, at Away Days Show, at Chris the Collins. So you can be able to find all of us on Twitter if you wish to follow us. It'd be really nice if you did, because we chat a lot of things on there, whether it be sport related. My love for that Bristolian who does a little bit of this morning. She looks all right today. Had to get some props. Jack Grealish, not knowing what an encyclopedia is, etc., etc. So we're a minute into the second half, and it is a corner. Nice to see England on the front foot a little bit there, and Luke Shaw drilling a cross in as well. Very, very impressed with that. Maybe they heard what I was saying at half time. So it's a corner to England. Whipped in and it's headed away by Tierney. Oh, Scotland have got an opportunity for a little counter here. Oh, it's just not very clever there from Billy Gilmore, who's been running the show. Yeah. Now, I'm just going to double check. I don't believe there's been any changes at half time. Just triple checking. Triple check. And yeah, no is the answer to that. No change at half time. Just the one card, and that is for John McGinn, which I'm very happy about. Sterling tried to turn, looked around. Is that Kane on the edge of the box? Sterling. Oh, it's better crosses. Launched away by Robertson, just away from the toes of Phil Foden. England still on the attack. Shot. Oh, is that Mount? Oh, God, yeah. Mount. Oh, could have done with that going in. Really could have done with that going in. It's a good hit. That was a brilliant save from David Marshall, and it's a corner. Oh, Mounty. Yeah, I definitely think a rocket has been launched here.
I mean, they started off the first half like this, so hopefully it doesn't fade out again.
Yeah, well, I think the difference is if it does go that way, we can make changes in this second half. But yeah, oh, it's a good hit.
Good effort, yeah, good effort.
I could have done that just nestling underneath him. He does it so much for Chelsea. Oh, I really like Mason Mount. I don't understand where. Excuse me. He started getting a bit of drama. I think it's just because I don't know whether Chelsea at the time with Frank Lampard needed to change up a little bit, and he was always going to start and always going to play games. But I still feel that he was the standout, so he warranted his starting spur. And then with Tuchel, he's been playing him as well. So it goes to show that it wasn't just a fanboy situation. He's the bloody good midfielder. How sick would it be though, like going to school with your best mate and now playing for England
It's
with
crazy,
him as well?
isn't it?
That's mad. The stuff dreams are made of. Oh, what's he? He's not. Is he? Mount. He's just having a little rub of his shoulder. He better be fine. He needs to bag. Jack Grealish. Camera's on him at the moment. Is he going to be the difference maker? He's doing his boots up, so I think he's going to go have a little trot. See, the shirts were out for Calvert-Lewin and for Jude Bellingham, which tells me that they could feature in this game.
Hope so.
Of course, 5 changes can be made by both sides at 3 separate intervals. A maximum of course.
That's the annoying thing, though, isn't it? That has to be at 3 intervals, or you kind of lose it, don't you?
Yeah, if you don't make a change at half time, you can make a change at half time, and that doesn't count towards. But yeah, I think the conversation would have been to from Steve Clarke is keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I think that would have been the message that had been sent over.
yeah.
And then for England,
I don't think there's more Scotland can do.
no.
No, not being disrespectful to them. I do believe it's up to England to let Scotland in this game.
Yeah. Now I'm just trying to think like what weapons Scotland have on the bench, and I haven't really. A bit concerned by that.
Ooh, Robertson.
Oh, it's a good position. Oh, it's a bit casual there from England at the back. Robertson still sniffing around, and Rice is able to get it to safety. But Scotland have got the ball back. And Tierney passed it backwards, naturally. So, who's on the bench that could do something? I mean, like you can say Ryan Fraser to a degree, but Ryan Fraser's not had much game time for Newcastle this season. John Fleck, he'd be someone more just trying to shore things up. But I think you can maybe take a defender off and then play John Fleck in the middle. But then why do that when you've got McTominay who can then move further forwards?
Yeah.
Nathan Patterson.
Kieran Tierney's playing a full centre back. The other option that you would have is to bring a centre back on and then rotate everybody around. So have Tierney playing left back and Robertson left mid, or vice versa.
Game's calling for you, BG. Game is calling for you, said Uncle Laurie. Big up yourself, Uncle Laurie, by the way. I've got a lot of time for you, man.
Yeah, man.
I really do.
There, man.
It's one of those people that like I've never met, but I feel like I've known him all my life.
Yeah, man, and I love Laurie, man.
Yeah, and by the name of Uncle Laurie, he makes me feel like he is actually my uncle, and I've got time for that. Devo, he's at work at the moment. Shh, don't tell anyone you're on your phone. Sack Southgate immediately. Get him out of the club. Get him out of my club. Yeah, get him. Yeah, sack him, but still be nice to him. I think he'd be a lovely director of football somewhere, somewhere like Rotherham, or I don't know. What's a nice club? Oxford United, Wickham. Get him there. I like Wickham. No, allow that. That's poison. Northampton is poison. Previous owners still owe like 10 mil back to the council. That West End has been like that for the best part of 10 years now.
Wow.
Horrible stuff. Looking at building like some random like hotel or something on the side of it. Do not come to Northampton. Let me out. Open Junction 15.
It's just slow football. Slow.
Yeah, it's changes need to be made ASAP. For England, I should say. For Scotland, keep doing what you're doing. Maybe maybe like John McGinn, he hasn't really done anything since he got his booking. But just in case, take him off and bring on Armstrong. I think I would like to see that because Armstrong has got that little bit of flair. He doesn't deserve to be Scottish. He's too skillful to be Scottish.
Let's see now.
Reece James looks inside, finds Mount. Mount is trying to bring the game a little bit. Here's Foden. He's looking. That's a nice run from Sterling that time.
Right.
Kane shouldn't be out there.
There we go. One more.
Reece James. Oh, give it to freaking Mason Mount, man. Do you not understand? I've got money on this, boys. Come on. Because I think my corner count is getting close as well.
It's not even troubling.
Let's have a look at my corner count.
Oh my God, Shay.
Trust me, yeah, man. We're all born in the 80s around here, man.
Yeah, 100%. Some later than others. No offense. Just need a. I'll still get ID'd. It's all blessed. It's my birthday soon, you know. Relatively soon, anyway. 24th of July. Everybody put it in your diary.
How did Vinny do that laughing face? Vinny, how did you do that? Oh, you're on Facebook.
Yeah, top corner will be reactions up there will be facey B. That made me sound really old. I'm not going to call it that again. I'm not going to call it that. That's a strike for Gav Met. What's going on here? Dykes always won the ball back there. Robertson, give it to Robertson. Adams.
Go on, Philip.
Oh, Foden. He's done well there.
Good, man.
Oh, he's done very well there. Who's he found? He's found Harry Kane. He's being under a lot of pressure. It's got to be a free kick, and it is. Free kick England, about 30 yards, about 30, 35 yards out, so it's still quite far. But there is opportunity to get some bodies into the box here. Maybe John Stones getting a bit excited again. It's a bit soft.
Yeah, very soft.
But it is a free kick.
It's a free kick, but yeah, it's soft.
Dykes has got to give that to Robertson. He's got a free shot on goal there. They're just showing a replay of what happened a couple of moments back. But yeah, 57 minutes on the clock. Free kick for England. Oh, it's not even further out there. Oh, I thought it was a bit closer than that, to be honest.
I'm sure it's gone further back.
I think they're giving it from where the challenge started to happen.
Ooh.
Big delivery. And is that another corner? No. Marshall kept it in. It would have been offside though.
All right, 60th minute now. Subs.
Right, you've got to get Grealish on. Grealish will just win the ball here and just run through people. I love it when the fans notice that they're on screen. Always buzz off that. Yeah, only two key saves of note in this game. IMO.
So what strikers do England have? It's just
Calvert-Lewin as an out-and-out striker.
Yeah.
We've got Rashford there.
Yeah, you got Rashford. Yeah. So just got Calvert-Lewin.
Well, I don't mind Calvert-Lewin, but they're not putting crosses in the box, so there's no point of having him on.
I mean, like when you get him on though, I think your game plan just automatically changes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like you just automatically start pumping the ball.
That was a nice little run from Sterling, but he ran into a brick wall. James. Rice. Back to James.
There we go.
Wide
Kane.
right. Is looking around. Kane. Have a dig. Have a dig, carry.
Oh.
blocked, and away comes Scotland. Oh, God, this is turgid.
Mhm.
I apologise to anybody watching, and not just watching us, but watching the game. This is hard. This is
Yeah,
difficult.
shoot. You might as well just shoot for the halfway line, man.
Trying to think of what things we could talk about.
I don't know.
Remember doing a watch along, we started talking about the back catalogues of Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, trying to work out who was better. Wasn't quite sure. Me personally, I'm a J. Cole guy, but I love Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I've been to see Kendrick once and Cole 4 times, and I can't wait for Cole to tour again, and I'll be there.
There he is.
Here he comes. Jack Grealish getting stripped and ready to go. It's an England corner though, on the hour mark.
Oh,
good delivery. Oh, jeez, what is he trying to do? That was the worst attempt at an overhead kick I think I've ever seen in my life. It's a great clearance. O'Connell, what's he doing there? O'Donnell, keep going, O'Connell.
Oh, Pickford.
Pickford with the ping. Pickford might get an assist here. Sterling.
Oh, that is a setup.
Foden. Oh, God. Sterling's got to go. Sorry. Here comes Scotland. They're trying to counter. There's 6 white shirts back. There's another blue shirt that's joined into the mix.
Oh my God.
They're a little bit ahead in the kitchen, in the living room. So we'll soon find out what's going on there.
Yeah, I had to pause my one because I was a minute ahead.
Rah. I didn't even turn mine off. McGinn. O'Donnell. Lovely cross there. Headed over the bar. And it is a Scotland corner. I believe my corners are in now. So we just need Mason Mount to bag. That's all it is. Mason Mount to bag. And Angleterre to win.
That is one scary looking dude, man.
Who? Dykes.
Yeah.
He looks like a doorman, doesn't he? Right then. We're going to get some excitement from this?
Hopefully not.
I wouldn't actually be against Scotland taking the lead.
Mm.
Right, it's cleared off the line by James. Dorman Dykes. There's a big hoof clear, and it's only Foden chasing that. Foden, he's not even putting Marshall under any pressure there. It's headed away. And what's he giving there? Is he giving handball against Harry Kane?
Yeah.
They're disappointed in that.
Oh, it's a block.
Oh,
The
the longer this game goes ahead, that's a great hit. I think that's curling in, you know. I genuinely think that's curling in. Phil Foden's coming off.
I can see why. Because
so what I'm going to do with Sterling, lob in wide right, because I'm sorry, Grealish on the right isn't effective enough. Here comes Jackie boy. Right then, go on then. What are the odds of Jack Grealish shot on target? Let's try and get some form of excitement out of this ourselves. Winning people to have digs from 50 yards out. Oh, Mason Mount to have another shot on target, 3-1. Ooh. Scotland are 9-1 to win this game, you know.
Say that again.
Scotland 9-1 to win this game. Big up yourself, Shadow Games. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Hey, what's up, lads? Yeah, what's up to you as well, bro? Right then. Shot on target. Shot on target. Shot on Matt.
What is that?
Punched away there. That's a nice punch. I don't really like goalkeepers punching it out. Jack Grealish, 17-10 to have a shot on target.
Yeah, I'm just going into it now. Player shot on target.
You on Paddy Power? Oh, the betting sites are available, of course.
Yeah, but I'm on bet 365.
365. Can you do shots? Player shots.
Yeah.
Can ya? never know.
Okay, it's giving me, but it's not giving you all players. It's just giving you Harry Kane, Mount, Sterling, Che Adams, McGinn, and Dyke.
Oh, nah. Back on pad as it is then.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah. Why is it doing that?
Where is China's going to get a shot? Nah. Danny Robson going to get a shot? Yeah, do you know what? I'm going for it.
Who do you think is going to be the next person to get booked?
I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone's really put anything in to warrant a booking, have they?
Has Gilmore been booked yet?
Oh yeah, that's a shout actually. Billy Gilmore.
I'm gonna add Gilmore to it.
Still not betting.
Because it's ahead. You know when it freezes when something's.
Yeah, I'll try not to pay any attention to anything that's going on there. So I've got Grealish and Robertson to get a shot on target. I love the fiver on it. Returns £162 if it comes in.
So
Pete Ross has nailed it. Oscar Pistorius has had more shots on target than Kane. Wow. Jesus. Savage, but true.
Player assists, player shots. Oh, he's not getting more.
65 on the clock. No shape change. And that's the thing that's winding me up. Why has he not changed the shape? When things aren't working, like for like, doesn't work.
Yeah.
Although Grealish can, bring put up some surprises and stuff.
And make it work.
So what we've got here is a free kick to England. So I just want a bit of room service.
Bad news. Like, oh, hey, there we go.
Yeah. Bottom right drawer.
Oh, it's in the drawer. Okay.
Those be nice and chilly.
You want some meat as well with it?
No, I'm just going to go for a beer at the moment. Thank you, Monfred.
There you go.
Gracias. Look how cold that is. Oh.
Yeah, it's just nothing, isn't it? It's just
this is bad. This is horrible.
Every time me and you do a watch on, it's just dreadful. Bloody hell.
Anytime I've involved England, I've never.
Arsenal, Newcastle.
We won that 3-0 though, to be fair, but it wasn't great, was it? It wasn't great. Kane flicks it on, trying to find Grealish. Couldn't get there. Mount's trying to win it back. Like to see some of these England players running at players now. It's almost like they've just been told, get at them. Because Scotland will start getting tired. Well, most of these players play at a high level, so they won't be, they won't be running out of legs anytime soon. But I don't think they'll be used to having the pressure of top talent going at them.
Yeah.
Grealish, there you go. Run at people. Cut inside, have a dig, son. Oh, I'll tell you what. He just flicked that back. That's where Mason Mount should be.
Just get Lewin on, man.
I can't see Grealish whipping crosses in.
Yeah,
I can't see Sterling on the right side whipping crosses in either.
You got Shaw and James, who now we're chasing it, should be getting forward and whipping in those crosses, man.
Yeah, we saw Shaw in the first 5 minutes putting a cross in and getting deep into the Scotland half, but he's not really offered anything else other than that. Shaw has not been that impressive. Sterling's not been impressive. Calvert-Lewin and Rice have had such an easy job. Calvert-Lewin's probably thinking, right, this is what international football's about. This is easy, fam. I do like England's shape when they're out of possession. They do set up well, but it's too defensive-minded for the opposition. Gilmore. See, Tierney, he's now hugging the left-hand side. Scotland are actually getting a bit more confident. That's a great note. Oh, I was going to say it's a great ball. I was going to say it anyway because it's Kieran Tierney. You can play a shit ball. It doesn't matter, does it? So yeah, if I'm Steve Clarke, once again, just keep saying the boys keep doing the same thing. Keep doing the same thing. You're doing everything right. 20 minutes to go, and it's still 0-0 here. This has got Kane penalty written all over it, hasn't it? But then again, they've got to get in the box to win a penalty, to be fair, haven't they?
It's definitely falling asleep moments, man.
This is tough. Right. It's now Agony Corner with Mac and Gunner. Any questions that you want answering about anything in the world, whether it be sport, your love life, family life, work, whatever, just stick it in the comments and we'll have a conversation. If you want to be anonymous, you tell us that as well. Not a problem.
There's 20 minutes left and I don't see anybody. Is anybody warming up? Oh yeah, there's a couple of people there. Offside.
Oh, that's a nice little touch. He's offside. Is Owsley got offside there? Sterling is stealing minutes here. No, that's poor. I'm sorry. You're looking along the line. You've got a load of space. You don't need to make that run yet. You're quick enough to get there. Well, we've got here Rashford. Rashford for Sterling. That's what it's going to be. And if it's not, locking it off.
It's not the move for me.
Where would you go now? Because the middle of the park doesn't need any help.
Right now, how many? So we made one.
Made one, yeah.
Yeah, so we made one. So I'll be getting on Calvert-Lewin because Kane is having a stinker. Yeah, maybe get Rashford and Calvert on, man.
Yeah.
And then give it another 5 and then get Jude on for Phillips.
Yeah, I'm not against that. One of those needs to come off. Sure. Kane, deep. Playing a square one, a lofted square ball to James on the halfway line. Not what you want. Look, he's not even making much of an effort to try and get himself through the middle or anything. Harry Kane wearing number 9 for England should be banned. Grealish trying to make something happen.
Whip, come on, no, just whip straight away.
Oh, shot. Oh.
Should just whip that straight away, man.
Mason Mount should have taken out of his toes and put it top bins. More like. He actually had time to do that as well, thinking about it. Because McTominay was already committed. Oh, Lord. That's almost gone out for a friggin' corner. Kane's coming off. Gareth Southgate, reinstated. Kane for Rashford. Now, I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. Is he going to play directly through the middle? Do you know what? I think that is a brave move, not because of how well he's played, more in terms of his contribution. There's the word. His contribution to the game. He hasn't contributed anything. You don't normally see this. I'm actually hat tipper. Silly foul to give away, but also a clever foul to win from McTominay. My nose is giving me loads of jip.
Yeah, I can feel it coming in mine now as well, you know.
It's been raining all day as well. Like, I'm normally safe when it's raining. Is David Marshall coming to say this? I think he is. Why not? Let's put some bodies in the box. If you're Scotland here, I'll just keep things tight for the next 10 and go for a win. Big leap from Dykes. Good defending there from Tyrone Mings. Good defending from Tyrone. Okay. Found it really hard to say. I'm not going to lie. Grealish hugging that touchline, taking on players, running into danger and working his way around situations. I like this. This is progressive movement from Jack Grealish. He wants himself a free kick as well. Billy Gilmore, is he coming off? It's got to be for Armstrong. Yeah, had to be. Yeah, Stuart Armstrong's coming on. Billy Gilmore, he has had a good game. I wouldn't say he's dominating midfield, but he has had a very good game for his side. Right, there's a formation change. I saw him throwing some fingers up and stuff. I think that McTominay is going to come and join the midfielders soon. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Because he can still come back and sit between and cover. Stones. Rice. Squares it to Mings. Gets a bit panicky. Plays it all the way back to Pickford. Wins it back off him. Plays a long, deep one. That's his first touch there for Marcus Rashford, who just came on for Harry Kane. Scotland are on the attack now.
We've been waiting for
Mings,
that.
mate.
Okay, we've been waiting for a Mings
faux pas.
Yeah.
Mings faux pas. I'm going to get Chris to make something for that. It's good pressure. Oh, Scotland are actually putting the pressure on at the moment. This is a nice 5-10 minutes for Scotland. It's a nice whip. Oh, Che Adams. Oh, he needs to get it on target. If he gets it on target, I'd have been very happy. I'm not going to lie. I would have been very happy. Because I need Che Adams to get a shot on target. I'm going to spin you. Let's tie you up a little bit. Bring you down here a little bit. Bring you down here. Down here. There you go. I don't have to look up so much anymore. I don't know why I was doing that before. It's only taken an hour and a half into the stream for me to work that out. It's all good though.
How many subs we got left? It's 3.
Yes.
Yeah, get Jude, Sancho, and DCL on now, man.
Yeah. How's Sterling still on the pitch? Oh, is he looking for a penalty? He's looking for a penalty. He's not going to get one. He's not going to get one. I don't think that's a penalty. Ooh.
There's been. I've seen less contact and.
I've seen him given.
Oh, has he kicked his own foot? If he hasn't kicked his foot,
no, he stood on his toe. and then he's kicked his own foot after. Oi, Premier League, that's a pen. But maybe that's why it isn't a pen. It's a good thing that it's not a penalty. Oh, Peter Walton's talking. I'd love to hear what he's saying. Northampton legend, Peter Walton. It's from the village up the road from me.
Learn something new every day.
There you go. I'm here to tell you things. At the end of the day, what else are we here for? Other than to talk about pointless information. Pointless information like it's 1.2 calories in a stamp. So if you lick a stamp, you know, and if you've gone over your calories for the day, don't lick a stamp. Just get a stick on one. But then again, they're all self-adhesive now, anyway. You know,
Ooh.
COVID and all that sort of stuff. Deflected cross there from Robertson, just goes straight to the arms of Pickford. Is looking. There's 10 minutes left on the clock. It's not looking good for Angleterre or Scotland is looking great. This is a brilliant result for them. It's a free kick given away by Che Adams. Che Adams might be on for a yellow card soon, you know. He's made a couple of challenges on the old totting up process. Reece James on the right hand side plays a long one down to Rashford. Sterling went for it, then decided to opt out for it. Is that an England free throw in? No, it's not.
No.
It's come off Rashford. No complaints from Rashford though, so he must have known. Robertson must just be looking to work the line here. Don't do anything over exuberant. It's not necessary. He's taking his time. This is perfect game management from Scotland.
This is drab.
I'm intrigued to see what England do. Here's Rashford.
Good defender.
Oh, it's good defending. Is that Grant Hanley? Norwich legend. Here comes Armstrong. I've got so much time for Armstrong, you know. Adams, no, you're not going to get a free kick from that. Oh, he's given advantage there, so he reckons it was a free kick to Slow. He's not hit it from there. Has that been deflected? That's been deflected, and it's gone out for a corner. John McGinn trying his luck from 35 yards out.
No, that's a pen, you know.
It is a pen, you know.
Yeah, I've just seen it again. Just watching it again. It's a pen. He's actually stepped on his foot.
That's what I said, yeah.
It's actually a pen.
If that's outside the box.
Robertson, I think that's why Robertson hasn't done anything there. Like he hasn't like gone crazy at him for that.
Yeah, just keep it calm.
Yeah,
walk away. Let's go for a goal kick. Scotland corner. 8 minutes left on the clock plus stoppage time. Armstrong with the whip. Headed away by
that is a monster head of that.
Tyrone Maldini.
That is some neck power. That
he learned that at Chippenham Town. BG, I'm struggling here, bruv.
Me too, man. I'm just trying to keep my eyes open.
I've never done drugs in my life, but I am now contemplating doing something as a pick me up to try and get me through the rest of the evening after watching this game. James finds Rice inside, is looking over. That was an opportunity for a long diag to Shaw, who's in acres of space, and the opportunity was turned. Is that a free kick? Oh, it was a free kick to Scotland. He's playing advantage again. Who's that? It's Armstrong again. I've got a lot of time for Stuart Armstrong now. Told you that. Robertson. Play it back to McTominay. So they didn't really change their shape at all, did they? I just felt that when Armstrong came on, the instructions that it looked like he was giving, it appeared to me that they might be playing like a normal three in midfield, with maybe two wide men and a man through the middle. Wasn't the case.
This is just
right. Robertson, get on your bike now. He's got to get on his bike now. I think he doesn't want to get on his bike. I'll tell you what Scotland are doing. They're playing for this point, and they fancy themselves against Croatia. And who would have thought that after game day one?
This is
See, Rashford has not been able to get on the ball either. So it makes you wonder, was it Kane's fault? This needs more creativity in midfield. It's screaming out for creativity in midfield, and it's just not being seen here. 2 holding midfielders against Scotland is not warranted. Made Scotland look half decent tonight. He's given a free kick. He's given a free kick. Tyrone Mings. Ron O'Connell. Oh yes, a free kick all day. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? 1, 2, or 3? Which one? Oh my God! How can you complain about that? Oh, that's one of my bets out the window then. Cheers for that. Thanks, Steve Clark. I might tweet him. Oi, Steve. You owe me a $5. Kevin Nisbet coming on for Che Adams.
I was gonna say you are, yeah, but every time I say that they score. So I just don't say anything.
Yeah, Kevin Nisbet, youngish. Yeah, he's 24 years old. Plays for Hibs in Scotland. Play anywhere on the front line. I think they'll just. I think that'll be more of a like for like substitution, if I'm honest.
I thought he was gonna miss up there.
Yeah, I didn't like that bounce. To be fair, it's okay. Like Pickford, first half of the season, we're not enjoying that. Second half of the season, I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. Oh Lord! 5 minutes ago. There's no point making any changes now if you're England right now. Let's be real, because there's no one that's going to be able to come on and influence the game in 4 minutes plus stoppage time, and I can't imagine there being much stoppage time. I reckon maximum 3 minutes. Can't see it being any more. That's a nice little spray.
I think this is the issue that England have had for a while, that when they have players that have played great during the season, they automatically feel like they have to start them. So that, like when we was trying to put Gerrard, Scholes, Beckham, and everybody into one midfield, it just didn't work. And I think the same thing is going on now. We're just trying to, instead of going with Grealish, and people like Saka and Jude leading up to the big tournament, they played in all those friendly games, and those were the guys that were doing something different.
Yeah.
Put the guys back in that, we know what you're going to get from them, but they're just not. I don't know. I won't say they don't want it, but I always think when you're playing or you're going to start, can you motivate yourself as much as those players that are trying to play to get in the team?
I don't think there should ever be an argument over motivation when you're representing your country. Ever. You are playing for your country. You are considered as the best players, one of the best players for your country. So you are warranting to start in a major tournament. I'm not seeing that desire.
That's the same as club football. You should never be doubted if you're getting paid 20, 30, 40, 100 grand or whatever. You're getting paid to do a job, so you should be motivated every time you step onto the pitch, but it just happens, doesn't it?
I don't feel there's the same level of heart or passion or love and or loyalty when you're playing for your club in comparison to when you're playing for your country. So
I'm not going to say they don't care to play for their country, but I don't think it's as deep as it was before, personally.
Do you think that's the England national side, or do you think that's international football as a whole?
I think it's all, because remember, there's people that that really want to play for their country. So if we take example, someone like
Ivan Zamorano. Oh, sorry,
like Gareth Bale, he's just always there for his country, regardless. If he can't walk, he's going to play for Wales regardless. But then on the flip side, Ryan Giggs, I don't think he ever played a friendly for Wales. I don't think he ever played. So there's people that were just like, okay, just.
But then was that Ryan Giggs' fault, or was that a little bit of wrapping in cotton wool for league games from
but
Alex
then
Ferguson.
that would have been the same thing for every Man United player, but it really wasn't, was it? It was just sort of just Ryan Giggs could do what he wanted at the time. That's all Wells had as well. So it was like, you kind of just have to do whatever he wants, really.
They were bloody close in getting to was it Euro 2004, and they lost.
Was that like Robbie Henshaw? Those guys?
Yeah, that sort of era, and they lost against.
What are they doing?
It's drama. Don't know what's going on. They lost against Russia in a 2-leg playoff.
Yeah,
and that was their time. Not their time, their opportunity, I should say, and they fluffed their lines. Unfortunate for them. Rashford, no, it's not Rashford, it's Sterling. No offense, all black people look the same. Rice, who's there now? That's Phillips. He's having a look over. How much time we adding on? 2 minutes. Not even the 3. I said 3, if that. It's been poor. Grealish.
Wow.
Rice. James with a cross. Where's the ball? Oh, God, it's school ground this, isn't it? What's he giving? Free kick. That looks like a school pilot. That's embarrassing.
Wow.
Scotland, this is massive for Scotland. I thought it would be throwing money away, putting money on Scotland double chance. I was thinking that money I might as well just donate to charity. But no, it would have been valuable. Highly valuable. Is that handball there by McTominay? Yeah, this has got. Well, we'll talk about it at full time, which is coming up shortly anyway. But this is. Right, last chance saloon here. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, so now they want to play with urgency.
Yeah.
Oh,
my Lord, Grealish. But then again, no, I'll tell you what, I don't blame Grealish for that. Because if I'm expecting my left fullback or my left wing back or anyone playing in the defensive left-hand side to be making that run down there. Even Matt Targett does that run.
Wow, me.
And that's it. And that's the ball game.
No, the thing is, you did say like 3-0 something. I don't know. I don't even know where we can go.
I had an expectation of 3-0, but like I also said yesterday on the dugout, that would be a boring 1-0 win. I was not impressed by that game at all. I'm in the position where I'm thinking there was a hell of a lot of complacency from England coming into that. Look at Scotland; they're celebrating like that's a victory. But do you blame them?
Wow.
I don't blame them for treating that like a victory, and that's kept them in the competition.
Big match.
Croatia on Tuesday.
Croatia, man. Big match. Which are we doing? Are we doing our Gillette? We're not going to call it Gillette.
I think, other razor blades are available. I need to double check times of all the games and stuff. Make sure it doesn't mess about with my work pattern. I think all the games kicking off 5 and 8 anyway. So we might be able to do some doubles.
Let's see. What day did we say it was?
Is it Tuesday? I believe it's Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday. So both games are at 8 o'clock on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only games on that day. So yeah, we'll probably if everyone's
Tuesday.
free.
Yeah. My darts fixtures come out on Tuesday, so yeah. But there will be a little bit of fallout of this game tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. For a bit of roundup, and then also at midnight tonight. On the dugout, you'll be able to have full fallout as to what happened in this game. The Brexit derby, as it was called by Erhan early on today. Really disappointed. I think I might need to have a little nap before I get involved in that later on today. But look, it is what it is. You can't win them all. You need to learn to not be so complacent in games. But fair play to Scotland. They defended well. They had their job. They put it out there, and they were fine. They were fine. So
that's
I think
through though, isn't it? Or is it just barring a mad, crazy?
A mad last day could get them in a lot of trouble.
I think they would qualify as best third place though, because they would have 4 points, wouldn't they?
Well, this is right. Everyone's saying about the 4-point situation. The issue is, if everybody finishes on 4 points,
I don't think there's going to be many that are going to finish on 4 points though.
It could happen.
It could.
Nothing's guaranteed at the moment. It's going to be a crazy last day, and we've still got a lot to look forward to in the second half of these fixtures in game week 2. So plenty of stuff to go at. Of course, follow us on the socials at MAD Sports Network, at Galbat23, at Devo LDN, at Away Day Show, at Krista Collins. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the Away Day Show. Make sure you do, because on a solo show, OBS is banging. We haven't quite nailed it down on a 2-man show yet, but that will come good. We'll run some tests. Test events. And of course, subscribe to MAD Sports Network. If you're watching this live and you love your wrestling, later on tonight, 11:15, we have got the wrestling show. So make sure you watch that. And if you want to look at any of our content that we've done recently as well, we have to find an interview that I did only a couple of days ago with Peter Drury, legendary commentator. And last night, you'll be able to go back and watch back the Guard Pass, the MMA show, previewing some of the hottest and reviewing some of the most amazing MMA, UFC, and Bellator fights of the last couple of weeks. So make sure you do that. Like, share, subscribe, get involved in the sporting content. You got much more to say?
No, just no. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning for, as Gav calls it, the fallout of today.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can wake up in time after that terrible show that we just saw. But the terrible show was what we saw on the telly. But I'm hoping that you agreed that the show was good with Mac and Devo. So no offense, Mac and BG. I'm so used to doing a show with Devo. That's weird. But yeah, it should be a good. Oh, just realised. 4 teams could finish on 3 points, on 4 points. So Czech Republic. Yeah, Czech Republic. Well, England got Czech Republic last. So Czech Republic, if they win that, and then Scotland
everybody on this group is gonna finish. Unless
no, it'd be 7-4-4-1. So England could still go out. They're not guaranteed through.
I know, because if Czech Republic win, so someone has to finish with 1 point. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Ooh, tasty stuff. Look at Graham Souness. Look at him. He's loving life. I can't believe how well he looks. He looks brilliant. I'm really impressed with him. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all your comments, questions, and queries. And see you at 8 o'clock in the morning if you want to come back for the Euro show. Some of the team will see you at 11:15 for the wrestling. And so you may see me on the dugout at 12:15 tonight. But for myself, BG, thank you. Good night.